Dillian! They're coming for me!
What's that voice? You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian? Go to him. Dillian doesn't sound... He's trying to save you. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run! Senua! I saw it! You came through the wrong door. How are you going to fight? Where's your sword? Are you going to defend yourself? What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Don't let it see it. It is. Go towards it. Run. Focus. Two more. Where are they? Where's Dillian? Where are you? Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn. Going. You'll burn. There it is. Move away. Don't let it look quick. Where's Dillian? Where is he? This is taking too long.
What should I do?
You're lost. You have to find them.
Where are you? You're lost.
Where are they? This all looks the same. One more. One to see. Don't be lost. Find the other symbol. The light. Go towards it. Find us. Focus. Look. You've got them. Where's the door? You have to find a way out. Find the gate. Get out. Run. Don't let it look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Where are you?
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.
What if this is the end?
It's just a trick. It's just a test.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You don't know.
It's just their game for you.
You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
It's dangerous. You need to see what the mask sees.
Stay back, don't touch it.
You're curious. Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same.
Different.
It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it feels. It's safe here.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dillian is in there.
Don't forget.
You can feel his presence. You need the runes to fight Dillian. You need Dillian. He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
He cares about you.
You can feel he's close. Open the gate.
She can't.
Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder.
She can't.
The gate.
She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She always finds a way. Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe. Dark.
You're cursed.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
He didn't know. He was kind. Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through it.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
Always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
She's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one.
He's in the other one.
He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
He saved you. He saved you.
That's you.
You owe him.
His love keeps you strong. Do you think she remembers him?
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him? You can't go up there.
You can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No, not in this world.
Dillian saved
You can't. Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
Senua, you've got it.
Do you even Why isn't he here? His love is guiding.
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Look what happens to the things you love. Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
There he is. Where are you taking me?
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her.
You broke him. You killed him.
He couldn't see the darkness within you. Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell.
He believed in you.
But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Curse strangling you just like it strangled him.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zimbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it. The curse cannot be undone. You have no time for this. Speed up. These traps will let you astray. It's all listen to your father when you have nature trials to distract you. You listen to set you up. Now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? That's Dillion, and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? You have no choice.
Dillion undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
He saw that she was strong. Just delaying. Saved her. By minute, by minute. You owe your life to Dillion. What do you think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can win.
They mean nothing.
Being special.
It's a waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just
Playing with her.
What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela.
Saved her.
We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember the way he looked? Kill the things that are most precious to you. He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
His love has tortured you
And it tortures me.
Poor Dilly. He didn't know. He was cold.
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Every trial is pointless, and there's another way.
Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
everywhere. But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? The gods were lying.
Your love because he believed in you.
The gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in your worlds.
The gods
But it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand.
Sinbad was right.
You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. So, quicker. She thought that she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she is only... She is pure darkness.
Dillian!
Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld
You're going to
and looked dimly upon the druids,
She's not
like her
tough, she's
father,
strong.
Sinbad.
She's steady, she can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very
and
careful.
he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes.
To fall.
And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Yes. Be careful.
Go, dear. Go, dear.
That's it.
Quicker.
Quicker.
Quicker. Don't look down.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
You think they want your body, they want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore.
It's disappearing with your memories.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.